Hello, happy Sunday. I have a few books for you today, 5 books from a series, Ancient Cities, that I'm still obsessed with. And these are different ancient cities than last time. So I will explain. There is blue and there is black. And the closure is leather strap that you just twist around like this, and it's reused leather, secondhand from an old book cover, and it's right, so there's a lot going on. This is copper church that I cut out and aged. This is a lace that has been batiked with wax and some embroidery of seed heads. It's everything that I see in ancient cities is in this book, in my view. This is a piece of batik, wax and dye on linen, rusted linen. That is the ancient cities houses that you can see in Italy or Greece, old houses, old buildings. Here we have print of seed heads, and the outlines are embroidered around, and windows. And then we have the back of the book, which is another piece of rusted linen and batik linen, rusted batik linen with shapes that I was inspired in Greece last year. And we have an embroidered beetle here with a seed head, and that's all textile, all linen. And inside, right, and we have eight signatures. It's semi-soft cover and semi-soft spine, and the inside is vintage, true vintage maps collaged into an inside cover, also around, stitched on a machine. So signature number 1 is this rustic beetle with vintage laces that I rusted in here, an outline of a beetle embroidered in on rusty linen. That's a pocket here. I'll just move that. No room. So this is glassine, hand-dyed glassine, vintage pages, loads of sewing, everything is secured, vintage papers. As usual, all the artwork and is original, and all the papers are vintage original, no copies. Old advertisements, tea and coffee dyed drawing paper and graph paper, phone book page, loads of sewing, collaging, pages together, stitching. Loads of insect papers. I put cacti in this time because in hot places I always see insect and cacti. Here we have another copper piece, another copper cutout that is made into a toque. It's got patina on, the blue patina. And here we have another batik piece with black print, this time of ancient houses. in blue. Vintage map made into a signature cover. Vintage exotic bird. Rustic papers, cacti, sort of harder paper. Vintage map of the world. So loads of everything. Hand-drawn beetle in Indian ink on Khadi handmade paper that I did. Coffee dyed, made into a tag with stitching around. Khadi paper signature, reinforced here. Another glassine paper, vintage herb book, very rustic coffee dyed paper. Vintage map, some sea creatures. All the signature stitching is with a natural cord and ceramic beads on the end. These are all blue shades because of the colors of the books. See, so I tried to match the colors and theme into the theme of the books. Here is a linen, here is a lace, cotton lace with a seed head print on it. And here is a corrugated cardboard made into a pocket with a fern print. Glassine, beetles. A vintage herb book with that thin paper. Sorry for the knocking, that's my boy trying to get here. Another map, that's Aegean Sea. So we have another signature here. This is a print I made on very hard, very sort of dark coffee dyed paper of a seed head, and I stitched it all around and made it into a pocket. And here is a canvas that I printed with seed heads and some designer paper with feathers. These bags that you see, I didn't explain, they are little pockets there. A vintage bird, small bird book, thistle, map flip out. Sorry, there is no room here. Yeah, I could get more room, couldn't I? Map flip out. Another print of seaweeds. Beautiful, very old print of a plant. Herb, Paris and crowberry. On that chalky vintage paper. Quality. This is eco print of Phragmite grass that I made. Original, beautiful color. And another seed heads on mulberry paper, very textured. And another hand drawing in Indian ink of another beetle. Beautiful butterfly page. Flowers, sunflowers and some seeds. the other side of the butterflies. Rusted linen seed head print, a little pocket here. And the last is a pocket. That is the last signature. And so the 8th signature is just a khadi paper pocket that I hand dyed with this emerald color sewn all around it, printed seed heads on it, and yeah, you just put things in there, papers, stickers, things like that. So these are sort of like 15 by 21.5, so A5, and this is black clearly, and then we have blue, so this is emerald. Another plate, copper plate here, another beetle and a seed heads here, and this is supposed to represent the Acropolis, because the Dionysos Theatre has these round architecture, these windows, I don't know what they are, it's cool. So this is blue with the seed heads printed in black, another batik piece, this is also batik, and inside more of the same, but obviously different, because you know I don't make two pieces that are exactly the same ever. So here is another rustic beetle embroidered on rusty linen. Inside is the vintage map collage, more beetles, plants and different papers, beautiful. And here we are, the same, and this, and the closure is on this brass loop. And this one is like this, so we have this one beetle and seed heads and copper plate, and all these ancient buildings on a hill with some seed heads growing. Then we have this one, another blue, and then we have black. So you can find them on my Etsy, link is underneath. You can find me on Instagram, and I thank you very much for looking, and I will see you next time I'll make something. Thank you. Bye bye.